Perth, Tzu Chi volunteers bring aid to a town that was badly damaged by a powerful tropical storm. A Tzu Chi volunteer inspires Taiwan restaurants to give free meals to the needy during the pandemic. I'm Sean Scanlon. This is DI Headlines. Let's get started. A small town north of Perth was severely damaged by a tropical storm. Over 70% of the buildings in the town were destroyed. Perth Tzu Chi volunteers immediately set out to do a survey and followed up with an aid distribution. Here's more.
Normally April in Australia, the residents are enjoying their autumn, but this year Northampton was devastated by tropical cyclone Seroja. After the storm passed, Tzu Chi volunteers immediately set out to survey damages.
Yeah, very grateful.
After the survey, aid distribution plans were proposed and set. In June, they revisited Northampton once more. This time, they not only brought their signature love and care, but also aid materials and financial help.
Everything helps. So I'm overwhelmed with gratitude, and you're just beautiful people. I have no idea how beautiful you all are. You've been so lovely to us.
I'm so grateful for having the blanket. It's so beautiful and such a privilege to have something that's made with such thought and grace. That's beautiful.
On the day of the distribution, the volunteers' shoulders became the best place for a release of emotions. A hug or a smile was plenty to help bring about a renewed strength to go on.
Thank you so much. The work that you're doing makes such a difference, not only to how our recovery journey is going, but also hopefully to how we want to treat people in the future and possibly want to give back in the future. So thank you.
Governments and organisations like that just cannot do what's required across the board. So we do need the volunteers, and we're very lucky to have them here in Australia and across the world.
Perth Liaison Office has helped 64 families in this natural disaster, and the volunteers vow to continue caring for this area, planting deep seeds of love here.
During the pandemic, the lives of many disadvantaged families have been greatly affected. Tzu Chi Foundation cooperated with the Taiwan city government to host the Summer Children Nutrition Relief Program, preparing care packages delivered by taxi fleet directly to disadvantaged families.
Boxes of materials were loaded by the taxi fleet, which started to deliver according to the route. Mr. Chen, who raises two sons with physical and mental disabilities alone, lives in Shigan. Because of the recent severe pandemic, their life is difficult.
I can't take a regular job. If I take a regular job, I can't take care of my children.
The supplies sent by Tzu Chi and the city government just arrived in the right time.
I usually cook by myself. Tonight, I can cook dinner.
Under the present epidemic situation, I'm very happy to be able to do something heartwarming and helpful to society.
The Tzu Chi Foundation has prepared more than 6,000 care packages and started packaging last week. During the pandemic, people are not allowed together. How can the reduced manpower speed up the packaging?
Look, it just passes directly like this. I just pushed slightly and it passed.
By using a conveyor belt, boxes of materials can be moved quickly. With volunteers' mindfulness, it is hoped that disadvantaged families can feel warmth in the midst of the pandemic.
Tzu Chi's Tainan Shanhua Liaison Office has about 2,500 to 3,000 people come to receive vaccination in a single day. Volunteers were mobilized to serve at the venue, hoping that everyone receiving the vaccine will be safe and healthy. Take a look.
Having been a chef for more than 20 years, Wang Weizhen has retired and is now a Tzu Chi volunteer promoting the super pizza with 7 to 8 toppings.
One of the characters of my name means super, which inspired me to make this pizza.
The vegetarian pizza is welcomed by the public. The QR code attached on the box cover links to the recipe of the pizza for people to make it at home.
I want to promote vegetarianism more actively. I hope people will know how to make it by themselves, not just eat it.
I'm already a vegetarian. Vegetarian food is nutritious. Just whole grains are good enough for the body.
This volunteer was responsible for traffic order standing under the sun.
When there are many people, it will become disorderly, so we direct people to different directions. My legs will be sore if I stand for a long time. However, I feel very happy to be able to serve many others.
I have received Tzu Chi's blessing charm. Going vegetarian can make us healthy. When I see the world peace, I feel at ease.
The tiny blessing charm, which is handmade by volunteers with red thread, contains the kindness blessings.
It's exactly 20 centimeters after getting the vaccine. All people will receive this blessing charm, which will make them feel at ease. These are the Master's Jingsa aphorisms. Each set is different.
This knot is symbolic of the difficulty we are facing right now. I hope that through everyone's effort in the epidemic prevention, the level 3 alert will be lifted soon, and everyone can resume normal life. We have made 11,000 charms today. I think they will be gone in 4 days.
The Tainan Sanhua Liaison Office has become a long-time large-scale vaccination site. Volunteers carrying service has gained countless gratitude from the public.
I am finding some graphics to decorate the message board. Initially, we made only one, but people were very enthusiastic, so we made another one, and now we are on the 4th one.
In every day of epidemic prevention, volunteers use limited resources mindfully to dedicate their best ability.
Tainan Tzu Chi High School became a large-scale vaccination location over the weekend. The central kitchen of the school even prepared vegetarian food for medical staff. Fans were also brought out to make it more comfortable for those waiting for the vaccine. Here's more in our report. Yellow corn, purple sweet potatoes, and black fungus are the colorful ingredients coming out of this kitchen. Coupled with the emerald green broccoli, the sight is amazing.
With more colors, the food will be fragrant and tempting.
The quinoa, rice, and curry are usually cooked for teachers and students in the Tainan Tzu Chi High School. This time, they'll be given to the vaccine staff to replenish their strength.
It's like a boiled vegetable dish. It is very light. It doesn't look vegetarian, but it is a vegetable dish.
Add water to the water-cooled fan. Even the lab's ice machine comes in handy.
We have been making ice since yesterday. We also added ice cubes to it to increase the effect of cooling and refrigeration.
We dispatch our fans and electric fans to make it more comfortable for people who are waiting.
In addition to the faculty and staff, 80 volunteers are mobilized every day. Wearing protective clothing under the hot sun is a test of endurance.
Everyone is happy. Volunteers also appreciate the hardship of medical staff.
I will tell them that I have been vaccinated and nothing happened to me. Please take a deep breath and they will feel calmer.
Volunteers speak softly to give encouragement.
Actually, everyone planned it very well, and they were very patient with us.
It felt like a stone was pressing on my chest. Now I feel relieved.
The attitude of the volunteers is very gentle. They give a lot of assistance and let people feel relaxed and willing to wait patiently for the vaccine.
Preparations and good execution are done by everyone to fight the epidemic together despite many difficulties. An anti-pandemic hotel in New Taipei City, operated by Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, provided accommodation to families with many school-aged children, giving clay figures to the medical staff. Take a look.
The handmade artworks are from many children who live in quarantine hotel in New Taipei City. They use clay and color paper to make small gifts and give them to the medical team after they left the quarantine hotel.
The little girl said that she wanted to personally hand it to us. There is a heart in the middle of 2 figures, and it is to tell us to hang on. This is an encouragement for us, so we took it. It's really touched us.
After receiving the child's gift, the nurse used the recycled paper bags, transparent face shields, and bags for gloves to transform them into excused packaging boxes, cherishing this gratitude.
Although it is very hard and high risk for us to go to work, when we receive feedback like this, it makes our work worthwhile. It's really moving.
The medical staff warmly accompany the confirmed patients who stay in a quarantine hotel, transforming their original anxiety into gratitude, forming a bond between them forever.
Tzu Chi volunteer Wei Liangshu and others called on more than 20 vegetarian restaurants across Taiwan to provide food for people in need. Now, many restaurants all over Taiwan joined the campaign of offering free meals. Take a look.
In a vegetarian buffet restaurant, there are a variety of dishes. It's not a five-star restaurant, but some people may enjoy it without money. Simple gestures, no need to express identity, no need to speak, no need to worry about eating. Miss Chen has been unemployed for almost 2 months, but fortunately, she can use spending meal.
I was originally doing dishwashing work. Because of the pandemic, people can't dine inside, so the dishwashing workers have no work to do. The third level of the pandemic alert began. I started to use the suspended meal. Sometimes I get a meal at lunch or at dinner. Sometimes I get both lunch and dinner.
What happened to Miss Chen is just one example of the pandemic. There are many disadvantaged people who still cannot get help. Fortunately, the warmth of Taiwan is visible. The poster posted at the entrance of the store is warm testimony.
Because they come in and ask, do you have a suspended meals? Because we have posted a message on the window and they saw it. When they come in, we are all very responsive because they need it. They ask for help.
A suspended meal is 70 NT dollars. The store pays 20 NT dollars, and the rest is funded by caring people. Since April last year, Tzu Chi volunteers Wei Liangshu and Huan Meixiu has launched the free food campaign to recruit loving vegetarian restaurants.
Master encourages everyone to be a vegetarian, so we start with a donation of a meal to pay it forward plan. We'll provide the money for a meal. At the beginning, about 3,000 NT dollars was provided to the restaurant. Then we ask them to make a form to record. If the money is running low, call us and we will provide the money again. Probably in this mode of cooperation, most restaurants are willing to cooperate.
Through social workers, we will let our care recipients know about this food program. They often feel it's a good idea and will share this program with others.
Unexpectedly, the effect of kindness continued to expand. Many kind people took the initiative to donate hundreds of thousands or even tens of thousands NT dollars. Every donation is open and transparent. At present, the donations are enough to continue this program.
We posted the message on the glass so that everyone can respond to this event. Pasting on the glass is to make it visible to everyone, to expand the supplies and respond to this event.
Why are there so many kind people? Sometimes we will call the store and ask why they haven't contacted us in a while and they're still running the program. They will answer that the program is still running, but others have been donating money. They're more worried that no one will come to eat the meals.
More than 20 vegetarian restaurants in Taiwan have joined the free food campaign. Everyone can check the loving restaurants through the QR code. The pandemic has impacted all industries. All people in need will be free to share food and let the energy of love continue to circulate.
Due to the COVID pandemic in Taiwan, many families have had to adapt to life at home over the past 2 months. It has caused many challenges for working families who now have to seek online education for their children. Here's more.
我记得是5月17号上午。这种比较群聚的话，全部都不用办。
I hurried up and used the third period to print out all the exams and review papers that all students will use the following week. There are many children who don't have the habit of using mobile phones. I have to teach them how to upload homework, and then parents will assist him in how to transfer homework.
With online lessons, most teachers still have to arrive at school on time every day, facing empty classrooms.
好，我公布栏的长有231公分，看得到题目的请按举手。1号有人不见了。好，手放下。
面包加2个。
面包要加2个，好。
牛奶减2个。
减2个，然后呢算什么？
算公因数。
什么样的公因数？
最大公因数。
Actually, this kind of teaching can be polarizing for children.
I feel so surprised that some of my students are super slow in normal school. Although he is still slow on the long distance part, he can do all the things that need to be done on the same day. The children who are usually good at exams who go to after-school programs don't do so well anymore.
Children who are usually more passive must learn to self-manage during this period.
I think because of the distance learning, children have more opportunities to speak because he wants to let other students understand what he is talking about when answering, so his expressive ability becomes very good.
我是姐姐，我是妹妹，我叫做小雨璇，我叫做小雨珍，我3年级，我1年级。好，然后我们要准备上课喽，小朋友要坐端正哦，来。 抬头挺胸，坐端正。
When parents work at home, they also have the task of taking care of their children, which is really stressful.
他说植树节3月的第2个星期二，3月的第2个星期，可能说上班完之后。
After work, I help the children make videos or upload the schoolwork that the former after-school class helped us handle. Now we became their teacher and the babysitter, cooking and then helping them to look at their homework and helping them upload homework as we do many things at once.
The advantage for the Shao family is that the father who used to live in Hsinchu for work returned to work at home because of the pandemic.
我们很开心可以看到爸爸，有的时候呢，我会打爸爸的屁股。
I was still disturbed at first because my work required extreme concentration. I will bring earplugs, but my door still won't lock so that my family can find me if there is an emergency.
Time stretches a lot now. All the work and leisure are in the same house, and inevitably there will be disputes.
I think the relationship is better because they can observe closely what we do every day. The opportunity to teach by example is very good.
To seize the rare time to get along, Dad will also choose podcasts with relatively high knowledge and to show them to his daughter during the meal. Writer Li Weiwen also believes that being together with parents 24 hours a day is an excellent time to readjust the parent-child relationship.
Maybe everyone is looking at their screens, watching their mobile phones, watching computers, and doing their own thing. Basically, this precious opportunity is wasted. My suggestion is to do common things together.
妈妈帮你把红色拍给老师。恭喜你今天功课完成。那你觉得你以后会怀念？
Do I think I will miss this moment later on? I think I will. All the people are in one space. I don't know when the pandemic will end, but I think the kids and us have a very special experience together.
After the pandemic is over, I will bring this experience back and interact with my children more. Even think about my career, maybe change my career so that I can spend more time with my family.
With online education due to level 3 COVID alert, many have learned how to reevaluate their family and careers. To thank the pandemic team for keeping Taiwan safe, Tzu Chi University held an online musical concert where teachers, students, and Tzu Chi volunteers sung their gratitude. Take a look.
他用他遗忘的本能走得那么远，一直到今天你还为他纪念。
慈济大学在过去
Tzu Chi University has held such a musical concert before, but due to the pandemic, we could not have one physically. So what can we do? That's how we came up with a virtual music event.
这样，所以我们有了这次线上音乐会的缘起。
慈悲喜舍的自在世界，谁在哪里？谁在伊里有正直人安？谁在伊事正直事安？
We want to express our sincerest gratitude to the healthcare workers on the front line of defense. The way you stay at your post during this critical time of the pandemic is so inspiring for everyone.
欢迎慧玲妈妈为我们用陶笛吹奏的祝福。
各个表演者自己独立。
Each of the performers practice in their own space, and this is the first time we're doing a full rehearsal online. So we need to fully communicate with one another. Each performer makes sure they pick the song that showcases their right blessings and meanings.
人的一生守口最难，改变习惯并不简单。
All creatures have germs and viruses inside them. Honestly, when we eat animals, and in turn also the germs and viruses they contain, is not so good for our health. So I think we should use vegetables to replace our regular eating habits. That's why I chose this song.
谢谢黎明大哥今天所为我们带来。
最困难的部分就是你要。
The most difficult part is to get used to one camera and no audience. You need to imagine you are interacting with many people all over the world and how to communicate with them, the picture you want to present, and the editing after. That's all the challenges we face. To prepare for this musical concert, I changed one part of the lyrics. In the chorus, I changed it to "We are not afraid of the darkness. We look forward to the sunlight once more." The sunlight means when the pandemic eases, we are waiting for that time to come.
我们不怕天黑，期待光明的那一天，拥抱你最美的笑脸，让爱传达到你身边。
We have been working from home or staying at home being safe for so long that I wished for a way for everyone to reconnect. Through this online musical concert, our hearts can unite as one. Secondly, we want to encourage all the frontline healthcare workers, a lot of whom are alums of Tzu Chi University. We have gathered the alumni of ours worldwide, and we're cheering them on.
The Level 3 alert is now almost 2 months old. And to thank medical staff, Tzu Chi volunteers living in Gukeng Township sent 80 golden dynamite pineapples produced by local farmers. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.